Hi guys, these videos are going to be a little out of order because I'm excited. So, I ordered something and it came a day early. So I'm going to unbox it. I already covered my address for those that think they're going to try to dox me. But I ordered this a few weeks ago. I think it was a few weeks ago. Honestly, I don't remember when I ordered it. So I haven't done the video yet, but we went to the Sum41 concert. It was my kid's first, like, real concert experience, so to speak. A few years ago, actually almost 4 years ago to the day that we went to the concert, we were at the same venue, ironically, for the Everclear concert. That was my kid's first concert, but that was a drive-in concert due to COVID. So it was in the parking lot of the venue, and they had a big stage set up. Then you drove in, you parked your car. There's a video back about it, but you parked your car, and you could tailgate. You paid for the car load instead of like ticket per person. And so we did that in 2020. And they really haven't had a true concert experience since. Yes, my husband and I have gone to the 2 Blink shows since, but our daughter has really bad social anxiety and doesn't really do good in like big crowds. So we decided to take her to a concert, as much as she wants to see Blink so badly. But we had decided, since the Blink concerts are sold out, they're typically at least 15,000 people in attendance, and they're big shows. So we decided to try the Sum41 concert, which the venue at max holds about 8,000 people, I think it said. And obviously with the stage set up, that takes out some of the seats in the venue. So, sorry, I don't know what the kitten's doing. Oh, if you see a little black thing somewhere or the camera shakes, it'll make sense next week. Come here, Nebby. But so we decided to take them to the smaller venue for a show. And prior to going to the show, I would follow Sum41 on social media, and Deryck Whibley, he had made a post on his social medias that if you pre-ordered his book, that when you came to the show, you could prove you pre-ordered the book, you would get a signed cover for it. So you just had to go to the merch sale. So I did. I got a flat next to it. It's been rolled up since. So anyways, this is Walking Disaster, and it's signed by Deryck Whibley at the top, not Eric, Deryck, and it has, "Thanks for being part of my story." Sorry, I'm trying to read it upside or backwards. So I was able to pick that up because I was able to prove that I pre-ordered the book, and I pre-ordered it from Amazon, and it actually came a day early. It's not supposed to be released till tomorrow. Obviously, you'll be seeing it on the release day because I upload videos on Wednesdays. But I got it in the box. The dogs kept barking, and I'm like, why are the dogs barking? I don't have anything being delivered today. And then my Alexa notified me that an order was delivered. And the only other order that I have through Amazon right now is a pre-order for the Blink 182 One More Time Part 2, which doesn't come out till January. So that's where I'm like, okay, why is this? And then it dawned on me that it was the book, and it came early. So this was my unboxing of Deryck's story. Like I said, I will do a whole video on the concert later. No, sir. No, thank you. But I'm super excited to have the book in my hand. So it does come with a dust jacket on it. So I'm torn. Do I leave this desk jacket that comes with it and then just put this one in a frame? I am kind of leaning towards that one. Obviously folding it the correct way, but I've got some extra, excuse me. My brain just literally, ugh. I've got some extra frames that, you know, you can put things like of dimensions in them. I cannot think of what they're called right now. Literally, my brain just shut off. But I've been tempted to put it in there so I don't have to crease it in like a regular frame, because this is a weird size. Like, obviously, I know to go around the ends I can crease, which would reduce it to like this size, but still that's a weird size for a frame. Shadow box, that's what I'm thinking of. I do have a few shadow boxes that I'm tempted to kind of fold it in, and just put it in the shadow box like that, because I do have this that came from the concert too. They were both together, so that's why I brought them out. But I did get the book. He's on social media, been actually telling some stories that didn't make the book, so that's been really cool too. But anyways, back to getting this portion of it. So we get up to the merch. First of all, we get in line. We get in. We're literally behind the people that got VIP early admission. They're in line to pick up their merch stuff. So we're behind them in line. And we are trying to decide what to get. So I decide on a shirt. I love the shirt that my daughter picked out for me. So my husband picked out a shirt. Initially, the shirt that he got was the one that I wanted to get, so that's why I didn't get it. So I was trying to decide between two other shirts, and the shirt that I ended up with, it literally says "fuck Sum41," and then it has the concert date or the tour dates on the back. That was the one that my daughter's like, you need to get that one. So I did. It's probably not going to be one that I wear much, if at all. Honestly, I don't wear a lot of my concert shirts that I get at the concerts. Like, I have on a "Hi, my name is Mark" shirt underneath. I mean, yes, I got my hoodie at the Blink show. I wear this all the time. But I have a lot of "Hi, my name is Mark" shirts. I have a lot of, or not a lot, I have a few Tom's To the Stars shirts. I actually, for my birthday, my sister-in-law got me, isn't an official To the Stars shirt. It just says "Tom was right, aliens exist" in like that kind of To the Stars font. She bought that for me for my birthday. I think it came from Etsy. But my sister-in-law got me that. And the only other real Blink shirts that I end up typically wearing are ones like I could buy at Hot Topic or Target. So when it comes to like actual t-shirts that I get at the shows, I really don't wear them. Like, I have Green Day ones. I have Seether. The Seether shirt, for the longest time when I was a lot bigger, that was actually my sleep shirt, because when I got it, what had happened is the size that I wanted, they were out of, so I had to size up, and it was way too big, and it just ended up being a pajama shirt for the longest time. And now that it's like way too big, it is now retired. I've got all my concert shirts like hung up. I've got the 2 Everclear shirts that I still have. I've gotten Everclear shirts from every concert that I've gone to, and there is a lot of concerts like from my childhood that I got shirts at that I think I weeded those out at some point during one of my moves, and I regret it now, but there's nothing I can do about it now, unless I can try to find. So this is what you're probably seeing. Next week's video will be more about this little terror. So anyways, I did get Walking Disaster. It's, like I said, it's about Deryck. My daughter actually was reading the desk jacket when we were at the show, And she's like, Mom, that actually sounds like a really good book. So she might be stealing it from me to read. I do also have Dave Grohl's. I know there's a lot of controversy around him. I have his autobiography. I have Mark Hoppus's signed edition of Fahrenheit 182 on pre-order from Barnes & Noble. I don't have Travis's book. Even as a Blink fan, I'm going to admit this, I struggle with Travis just more recently since he married Kourtney Kardashian. I know there's a lot of people like, I've never been a Kardashian fan. I've never been a fan of the show. I've never, like, I find all the Kardashian stuff BS, in my opinion. You can have your own opinion, and it's his life to marry Kourtney, and that's on him, but just how the Kardashians are, I'm uncomfortable with it. But I love Blink itself. I love Tom. I love Mark. And Travis is an amazing drummer. I give him that. It's just, I feel like since he married Kourtney, he's been a lot more commercialized. He's had his runs that he charges an exuberant amount for at all of the shows this last tour, the One More Time tour. He had his own personal meet and greet, which, yes, you could get a tattoo, but I've heard people say they had a good time at the meet and greet, but for what you paid and how long you actually got to hang out with him, even the tattoo included, it felt like a money grab. Even like he had a run at New York and LA, I believe. And you could do a virtual run with it, and I looked into it because I was curious about possibly doing it. But just the cost of that just seemed exuberant compared to like other virtual runs I've done. And like he's doing different meet and greets just in random places. Like I think there's one coming up, and it's like $500 a person, which, and even at that, like the ones with the Blink show, you paid over $1,000 once, because you had to get it through Live Nation and Ticketmaster, so there's all those fees, and it was at $1,000 ticket, and that didn't even include a ticket to the show. So you paid $1,000 plus for that meet and greet, and then you turned around and still had to buy a ticket to the show. So that's where I'm like, I feel like a lot right now with that is a cash grab. Being the Blink's popularity, and then like the whole Kardashian, like watching some of his lives, not his lives, some Blink 182 lives, it's people like literally screaming, oh my God, it's Kardashian, Travis, oh my God, it's Kourtney's husband. Like, are you here because that's Kourtney's husband, or are you here because you're a fan of Blink? So, no, I don't have Travis's book. I want to get it, but I'm struggling. I've admitted to other people I struggle with Travis because of the commercialization, I guess is what you could say. Yes, I know Mark and Tom kind of are doing, in some people's opinions, cash grabs with various things that they do in their personal lives that don't involve Blink, but I don't feel it's quite as obvious or quite as expensive as Travis. Like $1,000 for that meet and greet. But anyways, back to the book. So as I was flipping through it, I already see there's some pictures in it. It looks like the Whibleys in 1966, right after moving to Canada. My grandparents are the top row. My mom and aunts and uncle are also here. My grandfather still says that's the best car he ever owned. Papa John, Nan Mary, Uncle Chris, Aunt Dallas, and Mom Michelle, and Aunt Caroline. So like that's the picture that he's talking about. And then that's him about 2 years old. It says him about 3. So it does have, I wasn't expecting this part of it. It does have quite a few, like it's got a good section. Like this is just a section of various pictures and like a little photo album. And they're color. And they're made on glossy paper, which is nice. Sorry for the shaking because the menace is sitting on on what's holding my phone up. There he goes. So what is this? There's Deryck working at a gas station. So yeah, it's got various different pictures, and then it's got a ticket stub, and I'll read that one. July 27th, 1996, the day that started all for Sum 41. My stepdad drove Steve-O, Gary, John, Marshall, and me to the Warped Tour that morning. We got there at 11 a.m. and stayed the entire day. We showed up as the band Kiss Bar and left as a new unnamed punk rock band, hoping to one day play with these bands we saw that day, NoFX and Pennywise, which ironically I believe NoFX just played their last show this weekend. So, and then here's more like pictures of the band once it started. This one down here says, the first time we ever got to play a show on the Warped Tour was the summer of '99. In a bid to impress us as unsigned band, the Canadian indie label Aquarius Records pulled some strings to get us on the Montreal and Toronto shows on the side stage. Needless to say, we were impressed and ecstatic and finally got to be part of our dreams. A few months later, we made sure that Aquarius was part of our record deal in Canada, where we eventually signed to Island Def Jam. So, more pictures. So this is like super, I'm really liking this as, oh, I know Crystal will probably be liking some of these. Okay, down here, I'll read the caption for this one. This was taken in a very happy time, sometime in 2006, after Avra and I were married. We had fully settled into life at Mulholland House in Los Angeles and loved spending that year off together. This would have been, talking about this one right here, this would have been 2005. Avril and I were constantly taking pictures of ourselves when we were together. This had been taken somewhere on her tour, I believe. And then this picture. When I proposed to Avril in Venice, Italy, we spent a couple days sightseeing, taking gondolas and boats around private lunches and dinners. This photo was taken on our penthouse balcony suite after lunch. Later that night, after dinner, I surprised her with a ring on that same balcony. Although we were young and wild, we partied a lot. Paris and I had normal moments. It's widely known Paris loves animals. I like to take candid photos because you can see the sweet human side of her people don't often get to see. And it's him and Paris Hilton with a kitten. You need to stop being a little turd. So then some more. And then the top one, we're laying in a hospital bed in 2014, completely sedated. You can see the bruises on my arms from where I had pulled all the IVs out when I woke up in a panic in the middle of the night, not knowing where I was. I was like this for over a week before I came. I had no idea what had happened to me. So some of the pictures are probably going to be explained more in the book. I had been in the hospital bed, hooked up to IVs and machines for weeks. I was getting close to being released from the hospital. The doctor said I should do a walking test to see how bad my muscle atrophy was. I couldn't make it one step. My legs were too weak. The pain in my feet from nerve damage was too much to bear. I desperately wanted to see the sun, so my mom and airy wheeled me outside for about 20 minutes of air on a private balcony at Sinai. I felt so humanized, ashamed, and sad as I got outside, reflecting the gravity of what I had done to myself. I watched the sunset, thinking I almost lost a chance to witness this, something as simple as a sunset, ever again. And then this is after he was released from the hospital. And then this was after London was born. Or Lyndon? Lyndon. There's some more pictures. But like I said, I'm super impressed that I'm happy that I got it. I do have the other dust jacket, so I've got the book itself, and then I've got the signed dust jacket. Like I said, I'm unsure what I'm gonna do, or I might just put this one over this one, read the book, and then put it all in a shadow box with this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry it's a little long. I wasn't expecting to kind of go on a little bit of rant, as well as being able to show the photos. And the reason why I was kind of impressed with that, because I wasn't so fully expecting like a whole almost stack of photos, because in the Dave Grohl book I have that I can remember, there's no photos in it. So, or if there is, they're actually embedded in the book. So I hope you all have a good day, and I will see you all later. Bye.